They're both ready, and now we're loading into the first game. Here we are. The map, I believe, is Wastelands, I think. But here we are, so yeah, looks like we have our silo here from Space Marine here. And now he's going to go into a mech factory. On the bottom left of the map here, we have Asso playing, well, they're all the same race actually. But he's also working on the mech factory, although it's coming a little later than Space Marines. Okay, yeah, he's calling for the Emperor now, so yeah. We all know where his allegiances lie. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, Space Marine definitely going to finish this first. But by the time his first Bullfrog or first Merc travels here, I think the first Bullfrog or Merc will also be done over here. So I'm also curious to see if they do try to do some kind of early aggro. If either player thinks they can try to get away with it. So we do have, yeah, Space Marine is mining only carbon right now. First Bullfrog is out, not just rallied to defense, not going to go on the offense, it seems. First Bullfrog, I think, may be coming out soon for Asso. There it is. He is also mining strictly carbon. Second silo is coming up. Only one silo still here. Two Bullfrogs on the field. Still only one here. So I would generally think that Asso's a little ahead in eco. Just a tiny bit, probably. But overall, yeah, okay, but here is our tank factory. Interesting. Asso, on the other hand, is going straight for air. He's going to skip the tanks. I guess he doesn't really see much of a need for them this early in the game. I think he is probably just going to do some sort of Manta harass or something like that. Considering the fact that Gnats and Peregrines are currently, I believe, banned to some extent. Let's hope the players are aware of that. The Gnats were basically reworked from being a suicide unit to being like a very fast fighter. Okay, so we have 3 Bullfrogs on the way here, 2 on the way here. They missed each other completely. I thought we were going to see a little bit of fighting early on, but it actually looks like both players are going to miss each other's raiding parties. Asso does have 2 in defense against 3, while there's 1 Bullfrog and 1 Merc in defense here. So it's questionable whether Mercs or Bullfrogs are better against each other this early on, because on one hand, Bullfrogs are more dedicated anti-ground. They have higher DPS, I believe. They are cheaper. No, they're not cheaper, but they're quicker to make, and they're tankier, much tankier. But the thing is, Mercs they shoot a lot faster, their projectiles move a lot faster, so they're harder to dodge. And when you only have a few units on the field, it might be relevant. On the other hand, this is such a tight area right here, it's really hard to dodge, because really, you can only run in one direction. So in this case, I think the Bullfrog should prove superior, but it looks like this Bullfrog is actually going to try to focus the scout unit here. Looks like meanwhile over here, Asso has defended this successfully, obviously. We do have a Manta on the field. 4th silo coming out. How many silos? There's still only... Okay, second silo is about to be started. But on the other hand, there is a second and third command center on the way. Meanwhile, still only 1 HQ for Asso. Okay. So still, I haven't actually seen the mech factory. Okay, there's our first unit. Let's go. Okay, so that's our first tank there. Okay, so... Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, so the mechs are going to outrun the tanks by most ground units move at 150 speed, 150 pixels per second, I believe. But the Bullfrogs and the Mercs move instead at 200, so they're going to outrun. Okay. And so this unit does. Okay, it's not even in the fight. It's basically just the Mercs in the battle here. This was taken out by the fighters. Nice work by Asso there. On the other hand, these units are now... Asso's he's just moving in. He's not leaving any defense for this. This is weird, but then again, there's only 4 of these, and one of them is heavily damaged, and the other 3 aren't so well off either. Well, actually, these aren't attacking either. They're just sitting here. That's really weird. Really weird. Looks like our tank factory is on the... Wait, what is that? Yeah, that should be a tank factory. No, that's... I think it's a tank factory on top of a mech factory. But yeah, Asso's going to win this engagement easily. Wow, this bullfrog's still alive, but finally dying there. But yeah, so this is a tank factory and a mech factory on top of each other. That's really weird. Okay. Yeah, mercs on the field are more accurate than their bullfrog cousins. Yeah, I think Asso should fall back with the remaining fighter if he can. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Okay. I'm really curious of... I think this is a cancel. I think this must be a glitch. I think he canceled this because I can't see him starting a building on top of another building. That's weird. Or maybe it was a mistake. He meant to build it right next to it and he actually started it. Looks like a tech lab is coming up for Asso here. So he's aiming for some sort of... okay, looks like there's a javelin on the field. Oh, there also is a javelin over here too. That's interesting. Fighters scouting around. A couple of more fighters over here. Looks like they're going to form some kind of raiding party, maybe. No, they look, maybe kill a couple harvesters, perhaps. Okay. Where are we right now? So yeah, it looks like Space Marine is getting ready to move in against Asso, but yeah, Asso definitely has the superior forces. 2 javelins here with a handful of bullfrogs to defend them. Meanwhile, a small contingent of fighters still on its way here. Not too much to defend here. I mean, there's 2 mercs and then there's a there's a javelin and there's a couple other tanks, but yeah, it looks like a bunch of drones are going to die here. Asso doing a very good job of harassing here, and it looks like he's going to no. Oh, okay. Here comes the mercs. They're gonna kill 2 fighters. 2 fighters are dead. Asso not gonna fall back yet. Looks like he is going to try to focus down. Okay, nope, that's not gonna work. Meanwhile, yeah, it looks like 1 javelin survived the raiding party that Space Marine sent to Asso's base. Only the single javelin, because of its superior range, it was able to stay out of the firing range of Asso's bullfrogs. So yeah, so Asso does have 1 of each production building here, while his opponent is still doesn't have the yeah, his opponent doesn't have any air yet. So yeah, it looks like Space Marine is going to start mining ore now. Although this is still at 2,000 out of 2,000. Asso, how much is he? Yeah, he's been mining. No, this is okay. That's a glitch. These shouldn't show 500, 500, and 2,000, 2,000. Music paused. No idea what caused that. I think I might have glitched out of the game. Actually, no. Okay, now new song is starting. Cool. But yeah, it looks like Asso is starting to move out. Is going to encounter Space Marine's defenses here. Javelin's trying to get some shots off. Getting a little too close here. They're gonna fall back really quick. Javelin's still sort of in near melee range at this point. That's kind of funny. Not exactly taking advantage of the Javelin's specialty, which is range. But yeah, it looks like overall Space Marine's trade is not going to be as good as Asso's. So yeah, it looks like Asso is getting ready to move out with a couple units here. So he's going to have some Harpies and an additional Manta backing this up soon, I think. Okay, so yeah, it looks like Asso hasn't really been able to do much damage here, just having to fight against the new units created by Space Marine. So both players have been generally at a standstill for a while, despite the fact that Asso was able to kill a couple Harvesters and the fact that he is ahead with the tech and with production structures. He hasn't really been able to kill Space Marine. And to win the game, he's going to have to figure out how to do that. You know, he might go for heavy tech and go for battleships or ion cannons or something, or maybe. But on the other hand, okay, so it looks like the Harpies are coming in, and they are going to kill a couple drones here. Not a significant amount though. I kind of wonder if the fighters are actually better at killing drones than Harpies are, because I feel like they were doing more damage. On the other hand, these Harpies definitely do seem a little tankier. withstanding fight, although there aren't any mercs in there, so they might have just been dodging shots. Okay, so, yeah, so Asso, just not really... Yeah, he's definitely ahead, but, like, he's not able to leverage it, really. And I kind of wonder if his eco is stalling, because despite the fact that he killed a couple harvesters, he still might be ahead, because we have 3 HQs here, while there's only 1 for Asso. And so that means Space Marine could theoretically be building 3 harvesters, 3 drones at a time, while Asso can only build 1. Looks like Asso is moving in. So the thing is, Asso's trading better in the middle of the map. He's trading better near the base. But by the time he gets to the base, he never has that enough units to overwhelm the new influx of units that had just been built. There was a gladiator on the field, which is really weird because gladiators actually they're kind of weird. They don't really have a use really right now, I guess. Because statistically, I feel like it'd be better to just be building bullfrogs and mercs, or to build or to just be building mechs at that point, because the gladiator actually moves at 150 pixels per second, which is the same speed as any of the tanks, or the roller even. So at that point, I'd kind of wonder, I mean, the roller at least has a niche. It's one of the tankiest units in the game, and it's still relatively cheap despite that, and it's also lower tech, while the gladiator is a higher tech, is more expensive, and at the same time, it just doesn't have the same role. Looks like Space Marine is starting to lose some buildings here. Has lost 1 HQ, has lost both of his factories, Sila and a Sila. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, actually at this point, Space Marine seems to be in some trouble here. Asso basically, I mean, he doesn't have much forces left, but he just has to get some new units in, some new tanks, and then move in basically. Okay, yeah, looks like that's 1 HQ down. Second one is down too, and 1 factor's in the works right now. That might be focused down there. These do AoE damage, so all those drones working on that, except for 1, have died in the process. Ouch. Yeah, so that 50% AoE, I believe it is, pretty effective here. Less effective versus these single buildings, but yeah, really, how many drones are there left realistically? There's only 2. One of them is almost dead, and yeah, this AoE. These things are really tanky, much better than gladiators. Similar tech level, like twice the cost, but I would say more than twice as effective, I think. And so yeah, because of that, I see no reason to build gladiators. And yeah, it looks like Asso has 1 here, and Space Marine has surrendered. So that's our first game of the tournament here. Next, we're moving on to Nobby Knobs versus N-Swimmer. Okay. Okay, so make the game a bit louder. Okay, what is this? Okay. I'm not sure what that error is, but I've been getting it a lot. Should I be joining the Wokesy game? Yes, I am here. Okay. I still don't know what this is, but getting it a lot. So theoretically, I'm supposed to join a lobby with Knobby Knobs and End Swimmer. I would assume that... End Swimmer can't join that. That's interesting. I mean, for me, the game is already really loud, actually. So, for me, I'd rather switch to increasing the volume that OBS is recording. This should be fine. Okay, so Wokesy is taking Nobby's place. That's interesting. So we're going to join this game hosted by End Swimmer. So it's going to be End Swimmer versus Wokesy then. Okay, that's interesting. OBS is showing game sounds for me. That's interesting. Let's double check.